Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus was a huge 90s hit, and it seems to be the flavour of the month in my neighbourhood. Lots of students wanting to learn this song all of a sudden for some reason. But it's a really easy song and it's fun to play. I'm going to take you through it from start to finish. You can use your pick, you can use your fingers. The key to getting this sound is using power chords and these top two open strings, which actually makes it easy to play. So what we're doing is we're playing two quaver notes, or two one and beats, like eighth beats, one and on just the first three strings of your E chord. So 0, 2 and 2 on your E, A and D strings, and hit it like that. On the very last 16th note of that chord, now I'm going to explain what I mean by that. You hit these upstrokes on the top two strings just before you hit the next chord. So the chords are E, B, and you do the same thing with the B. You play the 2nd fret A string, 4th fret D string, 4th fret G string, nothing else. And back to the E, and then the A, you do an A sus2, but really it's just the A string, 2nd fret D string, 2nd fret G string. In between all those chords, you play these top two open strings. Now what that sounds like is this. Now, the last bit that you do is a 16th note. From the first chord, you're going 1 and 2 and up. All right, so 1 and 2 and up. And then you're straight onto the B chord. So as you're doing those open strings, you're moving your hand to the B chord, right? And I'm saying B, but I mean B5 or B power chord. Same with all these chords. 1 and 2 and up, 3 and 4 and up, 1 and 2 and up, 3 and 4 and up, 1 and 2 and up, 3 and 4 and up, 1 and 2 and up, 3 and 4. So it's all about catching those open strings on the upstroke. That's the intro and the verse. Messy. If you control your strums a little bit and try and do less with your strumming, it's a little bit easier to get more precise with that. Once you go through the verses, your the end of the verse, it kind of goes E, B, E, A in a 2-bar pattern, does that 3 times. Then on the next time through, we do a C sharp minor, and again we're keeping these open strings on the top, or at least the E open string. If you fret the right note on the B string in a C sharp minor chord, it's an E note anyway. It's the same as the top E string open, but you can also leave it open and have that open B string if that's easier for you as well. But the important thing is you get up to the C sharp, she doesn't know who I am, down to the A, and then back up to the B. And you do that again. And then we move into the chorus. Now this is the bit that everyone knows. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. So what that is, E, A, B, then we go C sharp, 4th fret A string, the G sharp, which is the 6th fret D string. Do that and slide into that C sharp if you can, sounds good. Then you move across to the adjacent strings and do the same thing. 4th fret on the E string, which is a G sharp, 6th fret on the A string, which is a D sharp. So you go. And then you kind of slide off that D sharp to get down to that E power chord in time. So it's like this. Try and do that a bit better. Do it 3 times. On the 4th time, you do this, then move up a fret, do 5 and 7, 7 and 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, what actually happens there is to do those extra 4 notes at the end of that riff, we have to add an extra 2 bars. So on your chart, there's a bar of 2/4, which just means a bar with 2 beats in it. Same as the other bars, except there's only 2 beats instead of 4. So that lets you go from the end of that bar, add 2 beats, 1 and 2, back into the start again. Repeat the intro, repeat the verse, repeat the chorus. So you'll see at the end of that first chorus, there's a DS. That's del segno. That says go back to el segno, which is the little $sign at the start of the intro there. So once you go through, the very first time you go through that chart, you go through the first chorus, hit that DS, back to the very start again, go through your intro, through the second verse, through another chorus. Next time you go through down into the bridge. Now the bridge is this. Now, you can play an A sus2 there. I've written A on your chart to keep it simple, and because we're doing power chords. So you'll also hear the bass go E, E, B, A. You can do that with your chords. You can go. Just make sure you kind of emphasize that A string 2nd fret before you land on the A sus2. Through that riff again. This time that riff fits all onto the 1 bar on its own, so there's no need for the extra bar of 2 beats of 2/4. Hope that makes sense. Then after you go through that bridge, you go through that line twice, you do another, it goes back to the intro, but we're playing very, very softly. And it does that through another verse, also very softly, then moves into a chorus very softly. I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Right? Same thing, going through the same way. At the end of that, on the 4th time, you go. Extra bar of 2/4, and into the bridge again this time. Outro. E, stop, then you play those notes. The timing is weird, it kind of slows down, and it's not actually the same as the timing I've written on your chart. I just put it all onto the 1 bar there to keep it neat, but that's how it ends with those notes. Okay? If you've got any questions, please get in touch with me and I'll try and help you out if I can, but it's a simple song once you get those riffs and that little rhythm happening. Good luck with it, and thanks for watching. We'll see you here again soon.